This new question is to compare two definite integrals. Let I1 be the definite integral from 0 to pi over 2 of sine of x with respect to x. Let I2 be the definite integral from 0 to pi over 2 of cosine of x with respect to x. Which of the following is true? Option A, I1 is greater than I2. Option B, I1 equals I2. Option C, I1 is less than I2. First step is to compare sine of x. We know that for values of x between 0 and pi over 2, the sine of x is always less than x. Also, the sine function is increasing on this interval, so applying sine again to both sides keeps the inequality. That means sine of x is less than sine of x, which in turn is less than x. Now, if we integrate sine of x over the interval from 0 to pi over 2, we get a value that must be less than the integral of sine of x over that same interval. But the integral of sine of x from 0 to pi over 2 is exactly 1. So we conclude that I1 is less than 1. Next step is to compare cosine of sine of x. Now we'll look at cosine of sine of x. Since cosine is a decreasing function on the interval from 0 to pi over 2, and since sine of x is less than x, plugging in a cosine gives us that cosine of sine of x is greater than cosine of x. So if we integrate cosine of sine of x from 0 to pi over 2, we'll get something bigger than the integral of cosine of x over that interval. And the integral of cosine of x from 0 to pi over 2 is also equal to 1. So we conclude that I2 is greater than 1. Next step is to final comparison. We now know that I1 is less than 1 and I2 is greater than 1. Therefore, I1 is strictly less than I2. The correct answer is option C. When you see tricky composite functions inside integrals like sine of x, try comparing them to simpler ones using the idea of increasing or decreasing behavior of functions. It often leads you directly to the answer without doing any difficult calculations. That's it for this question solving. This video is based on our math tutoring blog and class recordings. Hope you enjoyed it. Please subscribe to our channel Math Tutor 8285 and turn on the notification bell. Press the like button. Thank you so much.